Hello, I'm John Guinevere, chef from California Culinary Academy. I am both diabetic and I have muscular dystrophy. So some of the, did I say muscular dystrophy? Okay. So I have not a restricted diet, but I try to keep eating low carb as much as I can. And this dish is both low carb and delicious. It's one of my daughter's favorites. I use this chicken polo seasoning. I get it on Amazon these days. I used to get it at the Mexican markets in Las Vegas. Anyway, so I'm going to put this in a pan on high. And I'm going to put the lid on it. And I'm just going to let it cook the heck out of that chicken. With the lid on, it's going to cook it faster. It's going to be super juicy. It's going to give it some color, and that seasoning's great on it. So meanwhile, what I'm going to do is get my salad ready. So my daughter loves spinach, even though 4 years ago she said she'll never like spinach, she would never eat spinach, but she likes it now. So some spinach on there. Once again, all these ingredients are from Aldi. Bart, out. Out, Bart. Is always in the kitchen. So this is a nice ripe avocado. One of the ways you can tell an avocado is ripe is just push down at the bottom. If it leaves a dent, then you know it's ripe. And it's just about a perfect avocado. So what I do is I slice it while it's still in the peel. And then I just squeeze it right out onto my sauce. So that makes it easy. And a couple mushrooms here. You can put whatever you want. Corn, peas, cooked broccoli florets if you want. Really, anything you like on your salad goes well on the salad. Mushrooms on there, and some tomato slices. Now, set there. One of the things gives us some crunch. I know these tortillas have carbs in them, but my daughter is young and doesn't really need to worry about her carbs like I do. So, the tortilla, we do some thin slices. The pan. I buy olive oil in bulk at the Middle Eastern store, and I get a very high quality olive oil that way that I know is real, and I just refill my wine bottle. Here's the chicken breast. As you can see, the nice thing about cooking at really high heat is all the fat melts off, so you don't get that fat on the chicken. I'm going to put one of these in my oil, and when that starts frying up, I'll add the rest of these. That'll be my crunch. So the chicken thigh meat that I have in here is going to take probably 8 to 10 minutes total time cooking. And keeping that lid on it, it's going to cook a little faster. Okay. A few more seconds on that. You want some bubbles forming around the tortilla. That's when you know that, well, it's going to be hot enough. Okay, let's add these. I don't have a ton of oil in this. The nice thing is, you know, these tortillas aren't going to really flavor that oil much, if at all. So you can reuse this oil for something else. So don't just throw it away. Put it in a little dish. And when you need some for some eggs or something to cook in, just have it right by your stove and use it so you don't waste it. So look at our chicken again. Now on this side, especially like this little guy here, it slows the cooking down. So this side is going to cook faster than that side. So I'm going to put that on that side, and you still got that on hot. I'm just going to let it go. On these, I'll get a paper towel. That way we'll get the extra oil out. These are almost there. As you can see, they're not bending much. Actually, with that olive oil, probably got some added flavor to these, and definitely a great smell coming off this olive oil right now. Almost done there, just a few more seconds. And turn off the chicken. That's probably about ready. And a little bit of color on them, which is just the way I like them. Nice and crunchy. Add those to our salad. And the last thing to do now is chicken thigh meat should be almost ready. Just cook all the way through, of course. Now, if you slice it and it's a little bit raw when you slice it, just keep slicing and throw it back in the pan for a few seconds. There'll be enough heat in the. Actually, it might happen right now. Let's try it. Let's see if we have a little bit uncooked meat. Once again, do some nice slices. You see that's a little pink, so that's not gonna. You wouldn't want to eat it this way because it's going to be too raw, not healthy, or you might get something. So, but there's so much heat in that pan that it's only going to take a few seconds. I didn't even have the heat on, but that pan's so hot. Okay, so our chicken's all cooked. Great flavor. Nice and juicy. Now, this is a dressing that I also get at Aldi. Everything actually on this plate is from Aldi, except for the olive oil. This is really a nice dressing. It's fresh dressing, so it's in the cold section near the vegetables when you first come in. So, a little bit of dressing. Of course, you could use ranch or blue cheese or whatever else you like. and the crunchy stuff on the top. And that is probably a total cost of, I don't know, $2.50. Very nutritious. It's got mushrooms and tomatoes and avocado. Avocado is awesome for you. Spinach is awesome for you. Chicken, protein, some dressing, and some carbs on the top. But like I said, you can put some nuts or you can do something else if you want some crunch on there. And I want to thank you very much for joining us to cook this dish. Thanks for joining us.
Taste test. Is it good? Is it good?